I'm all about mini celebrations, and even if it's a small thing and it's something that you really wanted and you achieved, I think that's something that can definitely be celebrated, whether you get yourself a small little treat or go out to a nice fancy dinner. We finally hit 5K in revenue this month. I started running this month, which sounds really crazy coming out of my mouth because I am definitely not a running person. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing our July monthly money reset. If you're new here, hi, my name is Raisa. I usually do videos around personal finances and navigating your life in your 20s and your 30s. So if you want to see more of that, then make sure you're subscribed down below. So if you haven't seen one of these videos before, typically what we do here is we look back into the previous month to see how we did with our budget and our goals, and also plan and look ahead for the upcoming month. So with that said, let's get into our June reflection. So in the month of June, I set 2 goals for myself, and one of them I achieved and the other one I feel like has been a bit on and off. So the first one is I will cancel my CIBC debit card by June 30th. If you didn't know, I was moving around some of my accounts just to ensure that everything is aligned and seamless. And that was kind of like the last piece that I had to do that I have just been putting off. So I finally was able to do that in the month of June. And the second and last financial goal that I set for myself is I will be mindful of my discretionary spending this month. I'm not going to give myself a check mark here just because I did spend quite a bit of money, and you'll see that in my budget. It was definitely in my mind every time I felt like I wanted to shop. I stepped back and paused to see if I actually really need this thing. So I was definitely mindful, but there were times where I did buy some things, which I will show you. I think I'm actually going to incorporate a haul at the end of this video. By the way, if you're seeing me look over here, it's because I've got my laptop here that I am referencing. So as I was doing my June reflection, I thought about all of the good things that have come into my life this month and things that I just wanted to celebrate, and I wanted to share them with you. So this portion is going to be called my monthly celebrations. So this month, we've got a couple things that we celebrated. I'm all about mini celebrations, and even if it's a small thing and it's something that you really wanted and you achieved, I think that's something that can definitely be celebrated, whether you get yourself a small little treat or go out to a nice fancy dinner. So here are some of my June celebrations. Number 1 is I hit 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and that is all thanks to you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this YouTube journey. I truly appreciate you guys. It makes me so happy to be able to film these videos for you and have that outlet for myself, and to have these conversations with you guys in the comments. It just brings me so much joy to have a community of like-minded people, and I never thought that I would ever have something like this. So yeah, this is definitely a big milestone for me, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much for watching my videos and for subscribing to the channel. The next thing on my celebrations list is tied to The Line, which is my small business. We did our second ever photo shoot for The Line, and although that seems like not really anything to celebrate, to me it is. Photo shoots don't just happen, and there is so much time and work and energy and coordination and people that need to be involved to make something like this happen. And in the span of the 3.5 years that I've been operating The Line, I've only ever had 1 photo shoot, which I was so proud of last year. And to be able to do something like that again is so amazing. I just want to thank everyone who has ever supported The Line, whether you shared a post or liked a post or purchased something from The Line. I really appreciate you. And yeah, next on the celebrations list is also tied to The Line. We finally hit 5K in revenue this month. I know I have been putting that as my forecasted goal ever since March, and I haven't been hitting that goal for the last 4 months. And finally in June, we hit 5K, which is so amazing. And again, I'm so thankful. The last thing I'll say about The Line is that we are doing something really exciting and we've never done before at the end of July, early August. So stay tuned for that, and I will definitely keep you posted. The last celebration that I wanted to share from the previous month is that I started running this month, which sounds really crazy coming out of my mouth because I am definitely not a running person. I am a yoga person. I do other exercises. And every time I look around at people running, I always kind of wondered what the hype is all about and why so many people, especially here out in Vancouver, run almost every single day. And I just didn't understand it. I've definitely tried running in the past and I hated every minute of it. I think I would go and then stop because I get so tired. I would get shin splints. It was just not a fun experience when I ran last year and a few years back. And I think this year I just wanted to try. I'm doing this couch to 5K training plan. There's not really a rigid training plan. Essentially, I'm just starting from 0 kilometers to hopefully get to 5K maybe by the end of July or the end of the summer. That is the goal, but I've just been enjoying running so much more than I did in the past, and I don't really know what has shifted within me that makes me enjoy it now. But I did buy some cute new running gear, which you'll see in the budget and that you'll see in the haul at the end of this video. So those are all of my monthly celebrations for this month. So as you can tell, there's nothing that's massive in there, and they're all just things that I am really excited about and things that made me happy this month. I would love to know what some of your monthly celebrations are. Please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to hear them. Getting into my June budget, we've got my spreadsheet here, and starting off with our income. So for my corporate job, I made about $5,572. And then with the line, as I mentioned, we finally hit the 5K mark. So I made 5.2K in the month of June for a total of $10,843 in income this month. And then in terms of my savings, I usually allocate $200 into my emergency fund bi-weekly, so total of $400. Okay, moving into my expenses. So if you are a seasoned subscriber, you might know that I wanted to try to start putting $500 bi-weekly into my investing account. However, because I have such high credit card bills this month, I could not put down that amount just because, as I mentioned in previous videos, it is a bit of an aggressive goal. So I stuck to my typical $200 bi-weekly, and we'll kind of just see and monitor as we go along how much I'll have left over at the end of the month. But I still do want to maintain $200. It just was a bit hard this month to put down $500. So that's why I had expected $1,000 but only put down $400 for my investing this month. Getting into my expenses, so I typically split out my expenses into two different sections. One is my bill payments. Those are things that come out at the same time every single month, and they're usually around the same amount. And then for my variable expenses, you guys can see that I have spent quite a bit, and let's just get into it. So alcohol and drinks, I'm over by $30. That's okay. Coffee, I'm over by $35. That's also fine. Eating out and groceries, I'm over by $150 in the eating out section. I also think that this is okay. I budgeted $440. I think we just went out more to, not even going out, I think we've just been ordering in, takeout and DoorDash and Uber Eats. And as we all know, those just add up. I think it's totally fine, especially with the Vancouver summers coming up. It's just nice to be out on the patio. So maybe I might bump up my eating out a little bit higher for next month. And then groceries, I'm slightly over by $68. I also think that is okay. Personal expenses, I still have some money left, which is great. My shopping, I'm actually quite surprised that I'm only over by $150. As I mentioned, I did buy a lot of new running gear this month, so I'm kind of surprised I only spent $300 in this category, but that's great. For my business expenses, I'm over by $1,100 this month. That is totally fine. I have just been feeling so good about the line this month. I just have a lot of new ideas and new designs and new things that I wanted to try for the line. So I never feel bad about going over for my business expenses because ultimately that is an investment that will hopefully come back. And then transportation is good. Travel, I didn't spend anything. Cypher, who is my cat, spent $30 for his food. And vacation, $0. Treat yourself, $0. Wow, I did not treat myself at all this month, which is great. I think I was very disciplined in terms of shopping. For YouTube sponsorships, I don't know if I didn't update this yet, but this should say $550 because I did pay that. And then for gifts, I didn't budget anything, but I ended up sending some flowers and gifts to my mom. That was $126. So YouTube expenses would be things like a new camera or a new mic. So I didn't spend anything for YouTube this month. And then in my miscellaneous category, I spent $317 that was not budgeted for. This is for a new tattoo that I got this month. Overall, I feel like we had a pretty good month. I'm still over by $1,400, but that is because of my business expenses mostly. And total variable expenses is $4,614, which is still not bad if we take out all of my business expenses. I think overall we had a pretty good month. I think I didn't spend a ton on like treat yourself this month or just like shopping for myself other than the running gear, which I'll show you guys, because I had such high credit card bills that I was just so fixated on trying to get that down so that I don't carry a balance next month. So I did pay off one of my credit cards that is now at $0, and I have until the middle of July to pay off the other credit card, so I'm still working on that. I guess while we're here, I can kind of show you guys some of the new end pieces that I purchased. So as I mentioned, I took up running this month, and I obviously wanted to try some new clothes and get myself motivated to start running. So the very first thing that I purchased is a pair of running shorts. These are the Track That Short from Lululemon. I got them in the 3-inch in black, and I tried on a bunch of shorts at the store, and these were the ones that fit me really well. I know that these come in a longer length as well, in a 5-inch, and I would highly recommend going into a store and trying them on because they all kind of fit different for different body shapes. I just really like the Track That Short personally. This one isn't new, but I wanted to show you guys the running bra that I use. I do have a bigger bust, so I needed a bit more support. It's not as cute as the other like daintier bras, but I just needed something that would support me. So I got the Enlite Bra, which is made for running. And at the back, there's this cute little crisscross design. I really like this, especially if you have a bigger bust. I would highly recommend this bra for running. Next, I got myself a running belt. This is the Fasten Free running belt, I believe, and I know it seems like you can't really fit anything in here, but your phone actually fits in here because it is like a mesh that stretches. I'll see if I can try to put my phone in here. Okay, so I just put my phone, that's like my iPhone. It's not the Plus, it's the 13 Pro, and it just stretches the mesh out there and fits my phone. It'll fit like my keys as well. So I really, really like this. And it's just something that I can tie around my waist when I'm running. And then the last thing that I got from Lululemon are these Hotty Hot shorts in this bright pink colorway. I'm obsessed with the color of this short. It is the Sonic Pink colorway, and they are the Hotty Hot in the 4-inch. So there is a liner inside of it, and they're just slightly longer than the Track That Short that I showed you. And there's also a like mesh detailing at the side there, which is so cute. I'm obsessed with this color, and I want to get more shorts in like vibrant colors, especially for the summer. I think it's just so cute and makes me more motivated to start running. The last thing that I bought, which aren't here yet, I bought a pair of running shoes. I had a pair of, I think, Adidas or Nike shoes that I ran in before, and I didn't really love them. I actually donated those, and I purchased a pair of Hoka running shoes. I got the Clifton 9s just based off of some reviews. It seemed like the best one for what I needed, so I'll put up a photo here. I don't have them just yet, but did get the white colorway, and I'm so excited to start running this summer. So that is my haul from Lululemon. Getting into my July budget, I'm gonna quickly go over each of the different categories. So for my income, everything is staying the same, still $2,000 as my expected income bi-weekly from my corporate job, and then expected income from the line I'm gonna keep as $5,000. For my emergency fund, nothing has changed. I'm gonna keep that at $200 bi-weekly. For my investments, I'm also gonna keep that $200 bi-weekly. I still have lots to pay off, so I can't put more money into investing until I pay off my credit cards. And then my bill payments, nothing is different here. Everything has stayed the same. And then lastly, for my expenses, I do have a few things that I added. So for vacation, we are planning a trip to Kelowna to visit some of the wineries there. So I'm putting down $300, although I probably need to change that slightly higher. That is just for our Airbnb and transportation there, not actually what I spend there. We're going there in August, so that'll be in my August monthly reset. And then the other new thing in my variable expenses is we are doing another photo shoot for the line. I'm so excited for this one because it is a different type of product that we've never had in our store before. Okay, my camera died, but I think I was telling you guys about the photo shoot that we are doing for the month of July. As I mentioned, I've been feeling really excited and inspired for the line and all of the new things that are coming. So we are doing another photo shoot for the month of July, and it's going to be for some new products that we are bringing into the shop. So please stay tuned. I can't wait to tell you guys more about that and all of the expenses and things and finances that I needed to kind of figure out to make this happen. And I am budgeting $2,200 for this photo shoot. If you guys want a dedicated like small business or studio vlog type of video, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to make that video for you guys. So that wraps up my July budget. I do want to talk about some personal goals and financial goals that I want to hit this month. So for personal goals, I want to run 3 times a week this entire month. I do want to just focus on being consistent with running this month as opposed to having a distance or speed or pace in mind. And then I also want to do yoga 2 times a week this month. So as part of like my recovery and my rest days. And then in terms of financial goals this month, I still want to always be mindful of my discretionary spending this month because as I mentioned, I still have my credit card bills to pay off. Other than that, I do have some exciting financial goals for the line. I really want to set myself up for success in terms of my business. Up until now, I haven't applied for a sole proprietorship, which is something that you have to do as a small business owner. So I'm going to be applying for that, and I've just been putting that off just because the process isn't very seamless and I don't know where to start transparently. So I'm finally kind of taking myself on that journey to apply to be a sole proprietor for the line, as well as getting a business number and a GST number to make sure that I'm all set up for tax season next year. I'm also going to get myself a tax consultant, which is, these are all new things for me. So if you have a small business and you've already gone through this process and you have advice for me, please let me know in the comments down below because I'm going through this journey on my own and I'm kind of trying to figure things out as I go along, and any advice would be very helpful. So that wraps up my July financial reset. There is a lot in this video and I'm feeling really good about the upcoming month of July. I can't believe we are halfway through the year. Please let me know down below how you guys are feeling about your finances. I would love to know. And wherever you are, I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Bye, you guys.